Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about turning something you use every single day, your calendar, into a seriously powerful, automated marketing tool. We're going to break down how one tiny little change in how you work can get rid of the headache of promoting events for good. So let's just start with the big question right here on the slide. If you have ever, and I mean ever, organized an event, you know the pain. Right? Sending invites, trying to track who's actually coming, and then manually sending out every little update. But what if? What if you could do all of that just by creating an event on your normal, everyday calendar? I know it sounds a little too good to be true, but that's exactly the idea we're going to unpack. All right, so to really get how this all works, we first need to meet the key players in this little story. And don't worry, it's not nearly as complicated as you might think. There are really just three main parts working together, kind of like magic behind the scenes. First up, we've got you. You're the event organizer. In the story we're pulling from, there's this guy, Greg Hansen, who's managing this enormous calendar with like 2,200 baseball games. But it could just be you, planning a webinar or a team meeting. The whole thing always starts right here, with you and the calendar you already use. And you're using a tool you're already a pro at, your calendar client. This is not some fancy new software you have to download or learn. Nope, it's just your good old Google Calendar or Outlook or whatever you use to schedule your life. All the important info for your event, it starts right there. And here, my friends, is where the magic happens. It's called the Calendar Snack Engine. Just think of it like this special server that's always on, always listening. Its one and only job is to grab your calendar event and instantly transform it from just a simple appointment into a really powerful marketing asset. So you're probably wondering, how do you get your event from your personal calendar over to this powerful engine? Honestly, this is my favorite part because the whole process is just so brilliantly simple. There's no complicated setup, no technical stuff you need to know. It's literally just 3 steps. First, you create your event just like you always do. Step 2, when you're adding guests, you just add one more, create@calendarsnack.com. And that's it. The second you hit save, your calendar sends the invitation, the engine gets it, and the whole process just kicks off all by itself. So what's actually going on under the hood? Well, this quote here says, the engine disassembles the invite. That means it just pulls apart the title, the date, the time, all the details. Then it stores that info, and this is the really important part, it connects everything directly to your email address as the organizer. That's the secret sauce. That's how the system always knows which events are yours. And this brings us to the real aha moment of this whole thing. Because the system has made that connection between your calendar event and its database, it can now do something pretty incredible. It can stay perfectly in sync with any changes you make in real time. Let's look at a live example from the source material. Okay, on the left, you see an event on Greg's personal calendar for a baseball game, Mariners versus Tampa Bay Rays. Now, look at the right. That exact same information has automatically shown up in his Calendar Snack dashboard. The data is a perfect mirror image, and this is just brilliant. It shows you the power of that connection. So Greg goes back to his personal calendar, and he just adds the text, Update 1, to the event description. He hits save, and almost instantly, you can see it right there on the right. The dashboard updates to match. No logging in, no re-uploading anything, no manual syncing. It just works. Okay, so this real-time sync thing, it is way more than just a neat tech trick. It is what turns your calendar into a genuine marketing superpower. So let's connect the dots now from the technology to the actual payoff for you. All right, the data is synced, but you might be thinking, so what? Why does this really matter? As the slide asks, what's the real-world benefit for somebody who's just trying to promote an event? Well, this is where it all comes together. So here's the crucial point, the big payoff. Because your event info is always live and perfectly up to date in the dashboard, you can instantly create marketing tools for it. You just go to the dashboard, you find your event, and you copy a special RSVP link. Then you paste that link into a button in your email campaign, say in MailChimp. And now every single person who clicks that button automatically gets a calendar invite. And get this, you can track every single RSVP. And that brings us to our final thought. We've just seen how a tool we all use, the calendar, can become this automated marketing hub with just one tiny tweak to our habits. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other parts of your daily workflow are just one simple, clever upgrade away from making your life so much easier? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.